Alrighty. This episode is going to be basically jiggling the roll cage around, getting it as square as I can in the car, and then we'll see how I get on really. Hopefully make up the little plates to go on the bottom. I'm going to put them both sides. I don't know whether that's overkill or not, but I'm just going to do that because I'm hoping to maybe make up some sort of jacking block that can be removed on the underside of the plate. So yeah, right, let's get into it. Let's get it squared up and use some proper bolts to bolt it in. Hopefully you can see what I mean here. Although it does look quite square at the bottom. So I'm not 100% sure whether that's right, whether that should be doing that or not. I'm going to try and straighten it up. So then, well, obviously, this bar is then straight with this B post. Let's have a look. So I've got the bit of wood across the middle there to spread it out, because you have to squash it to get it in. So they're roughly in the right place. It's just a case of fiddling it around. So I fiddle that around now, take these little piddly bolts out because they're just there to basically hold it upright. Right, after all that time lapse in, I'll show you how I'm getting on. It's not looking too bad, I don't think. The only bit I'm not really happy about is on the rear arches. I shall show you. So these bits in here I'm very pleased with. They're all good. And they look squarish. They're slightly set back anyway, but I have to admit it did look slightly more square before I bolted it all up. It does. It really does twist about when you start bolting it tight. My God. So we're up here. We've got. This is what I'm struggling with at the moment. Next to no gap up here. I mean, there's quite a few fag papers there, but not quite. And this side, much bigger. If you try and move it over, so you're fairly central. I've seen lots of pictures on the internet of that is quite a way over. So most of them seem to be roughly here. But you can't realistically move it over any further because that's nearly touching that bit of panel there, and we are about to lose the interior light bracket up there, so that might have to go. Alex Hart, thanks very much, just messaged me. He wanted to see me struggle drilling the holes down there, which is not very nice, is it? But don't worry, I'm struggling like an absolute bugger getting this in. I'll show you what I've done to sort of get it roughly where I want to get it. These clamps are coming in handy, so that's pulled that in. Good, so I've got a nice gap there. Goes down to the floor, good. The back is okay-ish. I don't think that's ever going to get where I want it. Oh, and don't worry, the interior light bracket is still in. also, so the gap now this side, sorry, you're probably getting very seasick now, we've one wobbling around, so we've got a much better gap this side. But that one kinks in, so I'm just going to wang that clamp on that doorstep there, see if that will pull over without twisting that up there. Then do some measurements. Right, so we've got all sorts of different devices now to try and get this to go in where I want it anyway. So we've got a good gap there and a good gap there. Both measure up near on the same. And again, like I said, the top is near on the same. I've got that clamped up there to stop him moving about. The only one thing to sort out now before I drill is a few fag papers, a few packets of fag papers. So that ain't right. So I'm thinking I might have to get the level on it. Get the level on it, see whether I need to pull this front arm back, or front bar back, sorry, with a ratchet strap, and probably bugger everything else up, but we'll give it a go. And or push this one forwards. I think it'll be pulled back. Right. Well, that only took a couple of minutes. Anyway, I'll show you where I'm at now. We're nearly there now. There's bits of wood everywhere, clamps, you name it. So I've had to pull this leg from that strengthening brace in the middle to get the measurement right from here to the back leg to be the same as this leg to this leg. So in theory we should have the same sort of gap here as the clamps holding it, because this leg at the front here had to move towards the front of the car and that one had to move back. But we're nearly there. I was pushing down across here with a piece of wood. That kind of did help, but then it closed up the gap here. So in turn, it wasn't really working. All it was doing was bending the back out. So I've slackened the bolts off now, and that's made a massive difference. I'm just making this up as I'm going along, really, here. So really, to fit it, I think you probably need the bolts loose but in, and then mark it all out, bolt it down in the actual car, and hopefully when you bolt it up tight, all your clearances up here will be the same. That's the theory. That's the theory I'm going with at the minute. I'm hoping it's going to work. So a little bit's happened since the last little clip. I've taken out the brace here. I've marked basically where I'm happy with the cage, so then we needed to start doing these reinforcing plates. So there's one done. Gone all down there. I sort of bent it at 90, so it's going around the arch, so I thought that would be a bit stronger than just doing a flat plate, which was horrific to bend without any tools. Right then, I've ordered a load of metal to try and make a shrinker and stretcher. So I've seen it done on YouTube. the cheap ones that you buy apparently are not particularly good, so I'm going to try and make one. I'll do a little video of making it and I'll put it up, see if it works, or if it doesn't work, then you know not to make it like I'm just about to. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.